Hi guys, welcome back. In our last few videos, I have demonstrated how we can perform card operation using plain JDBC. So now let's focus on the Spring JDBC. In next few videos, I will demonstrate how we can perform card operation using Spring JDBC. So quickly create a new controller. So this is the controller package and new class. The class name is Spring JDBC test controller. So this is the new controller class. Annotate it with @rest controller and create a new DAO class. Class name is Spring JDBC test DAO. Annotate it with @repository. So our controller and DAO class is created now. And so in DAO, this is our repository class. Here create first find all method by using Spring JDBC. In Spring JDBC, we have a JDBC template object through which we can perform the card operation. So first auto wire this. JDBC template from org spring framework dot jdbc dot core package. And auto wire it. Then create a method here to find all data. It return a list of employee and the method name is find all using Spring JDBC. Control Shift O for organizing the import, and then add a return statement here. So in our last few videos where we have discussed all these things, how we can perform card operation using plain JDBC. So this is the method where we have fetched all the data from the table. Okay. So for just showing the difference between JDBC and Spring JDBC, I am going to copy this method and paste it here. Okay. Remove this duplicate code. So in plain JDBC, we need to do lots of code to fetch the data from the table. Okay. We need to create a connection. Then by using the connection, we need to create a statement object. Then by using statement object, execute query, and then we need to set one by one each data into the bean. But by using Spring JDBC, we no need to do all these things. Okay. We only required very few lines of code. So this list is required, and here JDBC template dot, we have one query method, and it takes the SQL query. So pass the SQL query here, and the second argument it takes bean property row mapper. Bean property row mapper. The type is employee. And employee dot class. Okay, create a object of bean property row mapper. So use the new keyword, and all these things is not required. All these codes are not required here, and also try and catch block is also not required. Use this list to catch the employee object and return this list. Okay. So only one lines of code is required for fetching the data by using Spring JDBC. We can reduce this one also, no need to create here, just use this, and we can remove this line also. So only one line of code is required to fetch the data from a table by using Spring JDBC. So we can see this is the power of Spring JDBC. So just save your code and open the controller. This is our controller. Create a controller method here. Public, the return type is list of employee, and method name is get all data using Spring JDBC. It takes no argument, and Control Shift O. And add a return statement here. So here I am going to call this DAO method. So for calling this method, we need to auto-wire this class. Just import this class and auto-wire it. And by using this reference variable, just call this find all using Spring JDBC method, and it returns a list of employee. Sorry, here the return type of method I want to change from list of employee to response entity. Response entity list of employee. This is better way to return your object, because in this way you can return the status code also. So copy this and create a new object of response entity and send your data here. So first parameter is the list, and second parameter is HTTP status. The status code is OK, and this is the get mapping. Use the get mapping here and pass the URL the URL is get all data using Spring JDBC. Save your code and open the Postman here. Okay. Create a new get type URL, localhost 8080, and change the last URL, this one, and send it. It's not working, sorry. We need to start our program first. Run as Java application. So now our application is starting. I think it's started now, and then open it and send it. So here we get the 2 rows from the H2 table. Sorry, H2 database. We have one employee table. We can check, like, this is the H2 database, and here we have this employee table. Run this query. We need to put the password here, connect it, and then run this query. So here in table we can see we have 2 rows for ID number 1 and ID number 2, and here also we are getting the same 2 rows. So this is the fetch operation by using Spring JDBC. It requires only 1 lines of code to perform this operation. Thank you for watching this video.